Hey folks, it's time to review Out of Our Heads. I'm really enjoying these Rolling Stones reviews, especially their earlier albums. Now we're getting to the mid-period here. Still, that same sound, but definitely getting a little bit better, especially with their songwriting and the way they, really keep their sound, really, still being at the best. At their best. As you can tell, this is the front cover, the exact picture of 12 by 5, which is kind of a shame, you know what I mean? It's just, that really disappoints me with a lot of these early Rolling Stones albums. You're getting the same thing, and, over in England too, when they came out with their Out of Our Heads, was basically our December's Children. But the back cover looks very... I like that. It's very nice, It's got a description of it's a new Rolling Stones album strictly out of their heads. Yeah, I do enjoy this album. I listened to it and I thought, man, this is actually not that bad, actually. I feel like they're still, still with that same... still covering, R&B and, some blues stuff going on a little bit. I do enjoy this album very much because, it is sort of like their next, what they're about to sound a little bit, after, whatever, if you will. Aftermath, get it? No, just kidding. Anyways, yeah. So, in the United States, it was released on London Records, July the 30th, 1965. And just 2 months after, September the 24th, Out of Our Heads for England was released on the Decca label. Ours went number 1. It was the 4th studio album. And then the UK went to number 2, and it was their 3rd album. And of course, it kind of disappoints me as with the covers, like really, the 12 by 5, the exact same cover as the, whatever. I don't know, I should stop it right now. Alrighty, we got Jack Nitzsche again on this album, by the way. This album was recorded November the 2nd of 64 all the way through probably June of 65, because I think at that time they had just released Satisfaction. Can't Get No Satisfaction. It was their first number 1 hit. So we got Nitzsche playing piano on Satisfaction, such as organ on Cry to Me, which is a great ending, I believe, to this album. And he plays harpsichord on Play With Fire. And definitely tell very well that harpsichord. Just once you hear that, you instantly know it's like a Baroque, definitely that Baroque sound, especially that song. Phil Spector finally, actually coming back on a Rolling Stones album since the debut. He's got a toned down electric guitar on Play With Fire, sorry. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into the album. We got the opening track, Mercy, Mercy, have mercy on me. Raunchy drumming. I love Charlie's cool, just really just blowing out of the water, just amazing drumming. Great guitar intro too. I believe that was done by Keith. I want to say maybe even Brian. Sometimes I get mixed up with, it's really cool, very interesting and very playful song, and just that cool just feel that, that the Rolling Stones had. And I think this song just really makes, makes everything just so well, It was written by Don Convey and Ronnie Miller. This was released as a single back in August of 64. It went to number 35. And I think Covey. Don Covey. I think he was the one that made it popular on the Billboard chart. Then the next song, we got a classic here, classic Motown here, Hitchhike. Hitchhike. Like, yeah, baby. Really cool. It's got that reverb. Nice plugging guitar intro. I really like that. It's very nice. And it sounds a little muddy. I don't know. To my ears, it sounds a little... Something about that mix sounds... Or the mixing, of that mono mix of that song, I'm not sure. Echoing with, when you hear Mick and Keith with the Hitchhike. And let's see. And very clean guitar too as well. Very, very well done by Keith, and everyone's doing well here. And then the next song, classic right here, The Last Time. Was recorded on January the 11th through the 12th of 65. Of course, it was released as a single back in March of 65. This went to number 9 and was recorded in RCA Studios in Los Angeles. I mean, what can be said, man? That ultimate breathtaking intro, that down, that's really cool. That was done by Keith, by the way. And that strumming, and just the Charlie's just all firing at all cylinders. Well, I told you once and I told you twice, you never take my advice. Really cool lyrics. Mick's really just passionate in this song. And then right when it gets to that bridge there, Keith's just showing off his really cool, almost country pop in a way, like his style right there, and so cool. And Mick just at the end, last time, baby, say no more. No more. It's just like, right when it fades, and just, great. Classic Rolling Stones here. The next track is That's How Strong My Love Is. This was written by Roosevelt Jameson. O.V. Wright made it popular in 1964. Very soulful. I love this. Mick's vocals, it sounds so like introspective, and he's just like pouring his heart out. Great jangly guitar. Could have been from Brian or Keith, because, who knows. And good cymbal too. Nice cymbal work from Charlie. It's just a good song. Nice, soulful, and just brings the attention right out. Then we get Good Times, a classic Sam Cooke. This was actually one of his last charting singles, released back in July the 9th of 64, and this went to number 11. Come on, let the good times roll. It's a great song. Really just, like every Sam Cooke, like it feels like every song that he kind of writes, or, that he wrote or whatever, kind of sounds samey a little bit. But this one's good. It's nice, relaxing, Come on and let the good times roll. It's a great song, everyone's kind of at a nice tempo, if you will. Good song. Nice song. Then the last track is I'm Alright, the Elias McDaniel and Bo Diddley song. This is actually the live version from the Got Live If You Want It, the EP, if you will. Intro, the whole screaming, like, this thing gets put down a lot, and I do agree too. It sounds a little, they say it sounds a little muddy, and the mixing doesn't really sound as good. Which is interesting, because I think, did it right now? Like I said, Brian or Keith or whatever, sounds like they're really pulling off a Dick Dale style, like the sliding, that pretty cool, and at the end, you get since it's Bo Diddley who wrote it, co-wrote, if you will, it's get that ending, that dan 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 at the end. And then some reason at the very end of the song, Mick saying, all right, like just so many times until it fades. This is, I wish they would have made it into a studio, like instead of they had to throw this on here. It feels like this is just a throwaway, and I don't really care about it as much. I mean, nothing really to say about it, it's just kind of, it plods along, it's, you got people screaming, and it's kind of awkward, you know what I mean, to have a live track on, to think about all these songs are all, studio, studio recordings, and it's just so weird and kind of miss out of place, But anyways, I don't know. It was from the Got Live You Wanted EP, which apparently the Rolling Stones never cared about anyways, and they thought the Get Your Ya-Ya's, which is far, far better than that, which of course they consider as their first, live studio, live album, if you will. Then we get, oh my, side 2. I think things get a little bit better in side 2. Side 2 starts off with the amazing classic, Can't Get No Satisfaction. What could be said? Full blown here. It's so youthful. How can you not love that? I think Keith just came out of it, out of the blue, just out of his head, and he's like, "Hey Mick, here's my," what a classic #1. This was their first big, really big hit. Went to #1 back in the summer. It was recorded back in May the 12th of '65 in RCA Studios in Los Angeles. It was released as a single June the 5th of '65. It was the B-side. Wait, hold on. B-sides. Oh, okay. I don't know what I did there. So the song, which thank God they didn't do, because that would have ruined the whole song. It would have probably not been the same, really, because apparently Keith wanted horns to be placed in the intro of the song, the opening of the song, and really horns, But you gotta love the no, 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 no. Hey, 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 that's what I said. Oh my God! If you don't like Can't Get No Satisfaction, I'm sorry. You might as well not be. You might as well not be human. Anyways, who doesn't love Can't Get No Satisfaction? It's #2 ranked at 500 greatest songs of the Rolling Stone. Get it? And it's right there with Like a Rolling Stone. Same year that came out, right? Almost made it to #1 though, back in '65. Then the next track is Cry to Me, which is the Solomon Burke song from '62. Burt Burns wrote it. I really love this song. I love Mick's passionate vocals here, and it's a nice tempo rhythm song too. And I feel like Mick's is really just setting his singing out and just really just letting it out. Letting it just go and just let it just do its thing, and I just love how everyone just kind of plays, and I really like this song. It's interesting, it's very soulful again, and it's just one of those songs where you realize, like, man, like how amazing like these guys were, Then we get the next song, pretty long song titled "The Under Assistant West Coast Promotion Man," written by Ninker Felge. Harmonica was played by Brian Jones. Can't you believe that? And by the way, Brian does play electric on Can't Get No Satisfaction and Good Times. I don't know if it was acoustic, I believe, on Good Times. And we got Mick Jagger also doing harmonica. See, I wrote down on here that Brian Jones and Mick Jagger played harmonica on the Under Assistant West Coast Promotion Man. I don't know, maybe they kind of both played. I guess they threw both mixes of them, both harmonica mixes. But yeah, it's a nice, like, poppy song, if you will. It almost sounds a little bit like that song. Be my good. Wait, won't you be my little good luck charm? That Elvis Presley song sounds a little bit like that. I like the piano. And you can hear a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's Ian Stewart back there. Because poor Ian, man, and I feel so sorry for him. Oh my God, a couple of other things oh well, that's at the end. Sorry. Yeah, I really like it. It's nice. Nice song. I'm pretty sure it's about the times. Recording in Los Angeles. I'm pretty sure, and he mentioned Chicago and all that. Probably when they were recording their songs, going back and forth. Then we get another Nankerfeldt, Play with Fire. I mean, this is great. It's got that Baroque style. It's got that folk in it. It's really got that really just dark, you play with me or you play with fire. Just mixed, just really hungry, This was recorded back in January the 11th through the 18th and well into February 65. It was the B-side to The Last Time. And there's that thing, I don't know if, you can hear a little bit of that, that you hear in My Life. George Martin plays it, and I Think I Love You. I don't remember what it is. Is it the harpsichord? I'm not sure. We got Mick here playing tambourine, and we got acoustic done by Keith Richards, and really good. Really just cool song. Almost has like, almost Tears Go By-ish a little bit, and I like it. Yeah, and apparently RCA, which I was kind of reading upon this, Lil Wayne. Apparently, there was a lawsuit between the Rolling Stones and Lil Wayne because he was referring to Playing with Fire. I don't know. I didn't read up a whole thing, but there was a lawsuit upon that. So, not sure. I mean, who knows what happened then? But during that time when the lawsuit thing happened, but who knows? Then we get the next song, The Spider and the Fly. Actually, the last two songs are Jagger Richards. Swampy, man. Swampy song. I really love it, man. And it's got that, and it's even got that Delta Blues lyrics too as well. Sitting, thinking, drinking, said the spider to the fly. Really interesting. It's about like a woman and a guy, very, very, just very swampy, and and really cool. I think I'm pretty sure there was harmonica in this. I'm pretty sure, and I really like it. It's a really nice, cool song. Then we get the last track, One More Try. I really love the backing vocals, which is kind of cool. You hear Keith, really prominent right there. It's really interesting. It's got something going, and I really like, again, mixed vocals really does, kick in very, very well, and I think it's a nice song, and I think the guitars, very, it's got that, whatchamacallit, the whole fret, like, the fret playing and stuff, which is kind of cool, and the jingly fret playing there. And then the ending of Playing with Fire, which I forgot to mention, the ending almost has, because it's got the bongo thing at the end, and it kind of reminds me of the ending of For Your Love, which would have probably came out there in that time, I'm pretty sure, 65, so thought I'd like to point that out. But anyways, that is my review of Out of Our Heads. I think this is very well done. I mean, except for I'm Alright. I mean, wish they would have chose a better choice there. But anyways, I like this album, and we'll get to December's Children and everybody. So take care, folks. Bye bye.